Hi Gloversville families, I'm Bernadette Callender. I'm the Elementary Director of Curriculum and Instruction, and I'm also the Pre-K Coordinator. I have a few things I wanted to talk to you about today. So our report cards are coming out yet again. It is Q3, so they will be coming out mid-April, and you will continue to see that there will be a few indicators that still say NA or are blank. One of the biggest areas that you will see this is in our sight word identification. So with our new CKLA program, we've shifted the way we are looking at our list of sight words. And so those words are called tricky words. If you're in K through 5, you've heard this phrase from your classroom teachers or your kids at home. And there may be some indicators on our report cards that say they have to learn a certain number, and a number will be located within that box. So you'll see a few comments that are lower on in related to ELA about how many we've actually instructed on with our program. We know these changes are a little bit confusing, and we're continuing to make them as we move through this program this year, and we'll adapt that to next year. And we're also looking at revising our report cards in general, since we know that they were written to different practices and not a program. And we'd like to better align them to our standards and what we need to learn at each grade level in general. So speaking of that, another particular place to look at is our science and social studies. Our units that we're learning about in CKLA, and right now, some of the things that we're finishing up or moving into are seasons and weather in kindergarten. We're going to be looking at what's the next one? Insects in second grade and fairy tales in first grade. We may have just finished those or moving into them. Early explorations in third grade, American Revolution in fourth grade, and Native Americans in fifth grade. Some of them align perfectly with our New York State standards in social studies or in science, but some of them not so much. So we are looking, they definitely cover social studies and science in general, but the timing of when we get to certain things that address those standards isn't quite on this year. So just bear with us as we make those adjustments, but we will get to all of the content. So that's why you might see some NAs or some blanks, but don't fear, we are learning it all this year. And moving through it with a lot of enthusiasm and excitement. And you'll see those pictures too as we post them. I'm sure you've been enjoying them on social media. Another thing that we have going on is kindergarten. It's that time of year. So you'll be seeing some postings about rounding up a roundup letter. You might see some QR codes at the buildings. You'll be getting surveys on through Parent Square and also on our Facebook page about how you can complete the survey to give us the information of your child who will be attending kindergarten next year. And the kindergarten screening process will be in May at both Park Terrace and at Kingsborough. And you'll be receiving information after you complete that survey with your child's info so that we can get them scheduled, and we are so excited to see them. Another thing is pre-K. So we also have our lottery form, and I'll be posting this information again on Facebook. For those of you who are at that age, who have kids at that age, and are interested in our pre-K programs, we have a lot of different options. We have 4 classrooms, 2 at Kingsborough, 2 at Park Terrace, and we also have 2 CBO classrooms at McNabb through Head Start, and we have another one through Whispering Pines. So there's lots of different options of what works best for your family, and we would be glad to answer any questions if you have them. You can call me. You can also call Kim Dopp, our registrar, and we'll look for this form if you are interested in sending your preschooler to school in the fall. That's about it, but it has been a wonderful year, and we're looking for the continued growth that all of our scholars have been making as we continue through the year. Have a great day. Bye.